Hey there. Thanks for tuning in for another one of my videos. Tuning in. There's no tuning anymore, is there? Yeah, it's kind of like people say taping, even though there's no more tape. They say ringing, even though there's no more rings. Like on a phone. Phones don't ring, they beep. The ringing was caused by an actual mechanical bell and a little hammer. Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. Anyway, that has nothing to do with today's video. So a few episodes ago, I did a video about this woman that I felt really hard for, and it didn't work out. And I presented it as I was talking directly to her. I mean, maybe she'll see it. I doubt it. If she does, it'll probably be a long time from now. But I thought about it, and I'm trying to think of which movie it was that I saw. There's some movie where this older guy is giving a younger guy advice, and he tells the guy that you'll have 3 great loves in your life. So, if it seems hopeless and you've only been through 1 or 2, just wait, and then a 3rd one will come along. And, if you've already had 3, I guess you're kind of shit out of luck. I mean, maybe you'll get lucky. But anyway, maybe I've had 2 now. I don't know. Maybe the last one I was talking about, I don't know if she counts, even though I've never felt like that before. We didn't really share that feeling, so I don't know. If it's one-sided, is it really love? Or is it the kind of love that they're talking about? I don't know. But I do know for sure that I shared love with one woman, and this video, the topic of today is I'm gonna talk to her. All right. Wow, I can't believe you found my videos. Gosh, we haven't talked now in what? Almost 20 years. And the last time I saw you, you pretended like I wasn't there, and you did everything you could to avoid eye contact. And I could tell you were in a situation where you wish you could have just left and disappeared. That's fine. I'm surprised you found my videos. This is amazing. Well, I know what you've been up to for the last 20 years because, I'm a creep and I've kept up with you and, I mean, a little bit. I don't know specifics, but, I know you moved back to the same town where we spent a lot of time together. And I know you're still married to the same guy you broke up with me to date. And, hey, that's awesome. That's congratulations. I know you've got a really cute dog, but no kids. And hey, I mean, I'm not that surprised by the no kids thing. We had talked about that when we were together, that you probably couldn't have kids. And I guess it's not a big surprise that didn't happen for you. Hey, I don't have any kids either. We would have worked out in that way. But, yeah, I still think about you all the time. And I realize that we're both, totally different people now than we were back then. But I don't know, a lot of what I think about is just who you've become. We're different people, because I am vastly different than the person you knew back then. I'd love to introduce you to the 2 I've become and, show you all of the things that I've been through and how they've changed me. I had my own dog for 16 years. And she was wonderful and fantastic. You would have loved her, and she would have adored you, for sure. Although she might have been a little jealous because of how much I love you. And yeah, I do still love you. Through time and space, through all the years that have passed, yeah, it's still in there. And obviously I love the person you were, and I don't know if I would love the person you are the same way. That'd be kind of interesting to find out, but I don't think we're ever going to get to find out. You watching this video right here, I mean, the off chance that you watching this video right here is probably as far as it's ever going to go, and that's fine. I don't expect it to go any further. I'm surprised this even happened. So there you go. Let's see. 20 years. What have I been doing? So, after you dumped me, and yeah, we didn't break up. You dumped me, and you dumped me hard, and it hurt. It sucked. You did a really, really shitty job of dumping me. You left a big open wound in me for a long, long time, and I don't blame you for it. I mean, you were relatively inexperienced in doing that. I'm not even sure if you had ever actually dumped anybody before or had to do that. And I'm sure your guilt was quickly assuaded by the arms of someone else because you went right into dating your husband. So probably didn't bother you for too long. And that's fine. Hey, look, I don't hold any grudges. I really don't. I had my suspicions over the years as to, ulterior motivations behind any of it. For a little while I suspected, just based on, me playing detective and running things over my head over and over and over and over again, based on conversations we had the last month we were together or so, about kids and raising kids and religion and marriage and living together and all of those things. Obviously I've unraveled lots of possibilities over the years and, thinking about it. Not recently so much as way back then. But, I did assume that maybe you had gotten pregnant and, you were still in college, and I know you didn't want to have that kind of situation get in your way. And maybe that got you serious about your true feelings for me. And that's why you were so cold about it when you dumped me. And it was so cold. Like, you treated it like you were checking something off your to-do list. I remember I was just broken. I was shattered in tears. And you were just like, well, okay, I'm out of here. It was a real mindfuck for me. I mean, because you were always so emotional, so over the top emotional. To be so cold about that situation, I guess that maybe there was something way more emotional weighing on you beyond that. And that's why I suspected the decision of perhaps having an abortion would have way trumped however I was feeling. So I suspected that might have been a thing. I don't know. I know you had told me that it was extremely difficult for you to possibly get pregnant. But if that had happened, I'm just curious if that's the only time that's ever happened. And if you aborted the only chance you had to be pregnant and have a baby, I can understand why you haven't reached out and tried to talk to me over the 20 years since we separated. I could see how painful of an experience that would be just to interact with me at all. Plus, I don't know, we had such amazing, insane chemistry. I could see how you don't want to even try to be around me, considering how, you're obviously happy in your marriage right now. If you're still married after all these years and you don't want to screw that up, that's fine. Hey, you don't even want to find out if you can screw that up. I mean, this is me guessing, making assumptions. I might be totally wrong. I might be completely right. I don't know. I did know you pretty well. And I did spend a lot of time thinking about this kind of stuff, obviously. Can you tell I'm a crazy stalker by now? Yeah, no, I'm not. I moved on. But I never found anyone that meant the same to me that you did. The chemistry we had, just not even just the physical chemistry, which was insane and amazing, but just that we always got along. We never fought. We always found a way to be agreeable with each other until the very end there. And I don't know, maybe you were just not been agreeable with me and just kept it to yourself, and then you were fed up. That seems like a pretty likely scenario. And maybe you didn't want to talk to me over the years when we kind of bumped into each other because you just didn't want to open that wound. And look, I get it. That one time we saw each other at that show and you ignored me, I was kind of relieved. I don't know what I would have said. I think we both would have been pretty bumbling trying to talk to each other. It would have been really weird. And then you would have had to introduce me to your husband who was there with you. And I mean, he might have just punched me in the face. I don't know. I don't know what you've told him over the years about me. You know, I'm sure you've figured out the worst couple of events that happened during when we were together and focused on that to kind of keep me out of your heart and keep me out of your mind. Maybe you told him about a few things. I don't know. Again, I went back through my mind and thought about all of the things that had happened between us. And yeah, I can think of a few transgressions on my part that were pretty shitty and that you could definitely hold against me. I'm sorry. I didn't know any better. Not really. I was so inexperienced when we started dating. Basically, I had never really had a deep connection with anybody. No, forget just a girlfriend, but just anybody. I didn't really know how to react to that. I didn't know how to nurture that. I didn't know how to keep it going. I didn't know how to build on it. I thought that the chemistry that we had and the love that I felt made up for the few times that I was an asshole or was less than what I was expected of me. You know, I definitely am I can be a screw up. I've screwed up plenty. But, all of that stuff said, I've had a pretty good life. I mean, my romantic life has been pretty shitty, to be honest. You know, I've been basically searching for that same spark that you and I had ever since. I've never found it in anybody else. You know, if you watch one of my other videos, episode 40, I thought I had found it with someone, but she didn't share that. She didn't share that same idea, so it was pretty one way for me. So yeah, I've never really felt the way I felt about you, the love I felt for you, the desire I felt for you, the just need to be with you and around you. I've never really felt that with anybody else. There've been a couple where I suspected that could have been built up, but it just never happened. And here I am 20 years later, still single, no kids. And, like I said, I've been through a lot of shit, but, I feel like I've come out where I'm at now and I'm in pretty good shape. I've been able to do some really cool shit that I probably couldn't do if we had stayed together. So, life is what you make of it, right? You know, I've been able to produce records and manage rock bands and create art and develop technology and invent things and fulfill my creative desires in a way where I probably wouldn't have. You know, I was so obsessive and so into some of my creative projects. They were like a lover to me. You know, they were my relationship. And I don't think I could have had a romantic relationship at the same time as some of those projects because I devoted heart and soul and mind and body to them in such a way. And I'm proud of those creations. And again, I don't know if they would have been possible had I either stayed with you or found someone that I felt the same way about, or even found someone that I didn't really like. I was single through most of those projects by design, because I know how I am. I get obsessive about just about anything. Look at this stupid video I'm making right now. I'm just revealing all of my obsessive nature. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it. Just so you know, it's not dangerous, I promise. I have not done any actual stalking. I literally have looked you up on the internet, like, I don't know, once or twice a year for the last 20 years, just to be like, oh, what's she up to? Oh, that's nice. And then I move on. No big deal. I followed you moving around the country, and, I read some of the stuff you've written, and you've become a really good writer. I've also seen you turn into a freaking lefty cult member. Ugh. Yeah, see, I don't even know if we would get along these days. I've turned into, I'm definitely more conservative, but I'm not a cult member for the other side either. I'm somewhere, not even in the middle. I'm somewhere above and below both of those sides. Unfortunately, I've seen too much and I know too much, and I don't trust even the concept of picking sides. So, that said, you have definitely picked sides, and I don't like the side you've picked at all. It's actually my least favorite of the sides. So I don't know if we could even, the way people are these days, I mean, not, again, I haven't interacted with you, but the way other people that share a lot of your opinions are, I can't even have conversations with them. They get so wrapped up in their cult mentality that anything I say is construed as an attempt to destroy their dogmatic view. Whatever. That might actually make any interaction we had more dangerous because we might go straight to physical stuff. I don't know. Probably not. Not if you're still married. Again, which is why I understand why you probably don't want to see me. But just so you know, you're the one that got away. You're the one I think about when I compare anybody to anything. You're the touchstone. You're the one that I first opened up to. You're the one that I was myself with. You're, even still, I've only been myself, my real self with, I don't know if I have. Not like we were. Not like I was with you. You got to see the real me. You got to know the real me. I have friends that know most of the real me, and I'm probably revealing more and more with every one of these videos that I get introspective with, if anybody cares. But, all right, well, it's been nice talking at you, to you, not with you. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but I still love you as much as I ever did. When I think about the times that we had, the best times we had, it's still some of the best times I ever had. And even though you told me that at the end there that you were wrong, that you didn't love me, I know you did. And maybe it went away. Like, I've talked about in some of my other videos, some people get over it and don't love people the same way anymore. And maybe that happened with you. I don't know. But there was a time when you did love me. I know it. I felt it. It changed me. It helped make me who I am today. It created a place that I wanted to get back to, that I've been working to get back to ever since. So, not sure if we'll ever get a chance to talk again. I'm kind of doing this as a way to get this out of my system, to, confess my stalking. My light internet stalking. I probably won't do it anymore. I think I'm over it now. Those open wounds that were gaping for so long, they've long since healed up and created their own scar tissue. So, anyhow, I love you, and I mean it. And I wish you the best going forward. And I hope life continues to treat you kindly. If we ever meet again, that would be great. But I'm not counting on it.